Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pete. You're watching Pete J. Cooper, the model builder. And what have we got here? It's massive. And it's the one before last. Let me turn it around and you'll see what it is, as you can see here as well. It's the pack 11 of the E-Type, and I'm gonna unpack that so you can see what we got in it. One. Massive. So we've got the back, no carpet for that. I've got it with the other ones all. That's the rack in the back rack. That's the side panels, window washing and other stuff. The window, or the frame, the window, and I don't know what this is, metal though, and wheel nuts, magnetic in this case. And then we've got a box in a box. So we've got a massive box, and I think most of us can guess what's in this one. Well, let's see. Sorry about that. That's the family trademark. And this is what we got in this magazine. Look at that. That is neat and pretty darn big. Some of the stuff, as you can see right there, is already in there. Window washing sprayers. That is going to look really nice on that car. Okay, guys. We're going to get everything ready, and we're going to start this build. These are the tools I will be using. So these are just different screwdrivers, different tweezers, scalpel and a rodent scalpel, pliers for sprues, and a stapler which I use for opening the packages and so on. And of course right here I've got the, as you can see, the E-Type pack 11 that we are doing. So we've unpacked it, and we're starting with stage 83. This is the rack for in the back, the luggage rack. On this side, we will be putting the right one, which there's an R there, so you can put it on, and it's a D shape, so it's pretty hard, pretty easy to put in. And we will put a screw on the front of it, but I've got an R there and an L there, and we'll be putting, I think, the A1s in there. Yep, and is now in. That is that rack finished, and that is them telling me that my packet is in. So that is that rack finished in stage 83. We're going to the body, which I showed you before, which is massive. So we've got the bonnet here with everything in there, and it's a case of putting that in there and getting those out, because these are the brackets that we will be using. Okay, that little pin is supposed to go in there. So this is not in the right position. It will go in like so. And so, and we get the big screwdriver out, because we're going to put some A12s in there. So this is stage 84, and we're putting that bonnet in, boot, bonnet, whatever, and that completes this stage. As you can see, it's neatly in there. There's some scratches on that, but maybe I can get that with a little bit of turtle wax or something like that. Okay, let's see what we do in 85. We're fitting, in 85, we're fitting those parts on the sides here. So let me get that at the ready for you and me. And we're turning it around again because we're putting them on here. It goes on like so. You push it in. I'll show you, and we're gonna put a screw on that side, which is the A10, I think. Is it the A10 or the A5? It's the AG10. And we're gonna put an AG5 in on this side, but also on the other side, of course. And this is going into metal still. So we put that little bit of oil on it. So we've got those panels in neatly, and we've got it on this side as well. You can't see it, but it's there, believe you me. Getting this in 86, we've put that one on. There's nothing special, as you can see right there. That is done. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 brackets. There's a right and a left on that. And of course, this is the left-hand side. And when you turn it, it's the right-hand side. So we're putting this on, and I need to check that. The right-hand side, because that's left when you turn it around, of course. We pushed it on like so. And we've got those AM1s in here. And we're going to put 4 of them in with a bit of oil on the tip. So we've got those plaques in with AM screws, 4 of them on each corner, 1. Let's turn this around. I don't know where we're going to put these two, but that's the next thing we're going to do. You can't see a thing like so, but I'll turn it around and show you where they're going to be put. As you can see, no, you can't. Like so. And then we put a screw in there, which is the AM1. Those two are in now with AM1 screws. So for the next part, I'm going to turn this thing around again, put the styrofoam away, because in 87, we're jumping through this one. In 87, we're getting the windshield, windscreen, but we are not doing anything with it here, because in 88, we're getting the parts to put it together. That feels like metal in 88. This is a little bit harder than I thought. And like so, don't push those in yet, because we're going to put the screen in. In that little ridge that is left there. That's neatly done. Okay, a lot of stomping on that, but I think we're done. I don't think I can push it through a little more, because we're going to screw them down, but I'm going to get my tweezer, my pliers out, or sprue cutter is the word I should be using. And we are using an AM5 screw, putting that through that thing, because we don't want to mess it up. So we've got those at the ready. And we're going to screw them down in the corners here. I don't know if you can show that point and that point. So they're in, and we push that window seal a little bit down. So as you can see, they're in right there and there, those two. So we're going to leave that there and see what we do in the next. Well, that's stage 88 done. So we've got this, that's the middle one. That's for the mirror. That's for the tank. These are the screws. Let's move those out. Yep. And this is right and that is left. That's those two little parts. And everything's still running neatly, and we're going to get the pliers out because we're going to put that mirror on to that piece there. And there we have the rear view mirror. Let's put a little bit of filler on that. Oh, we're going to leave that for a second. It's good so it can dry. And we're going to get those two out to put that tank thing in. As you can see right there, with that pin up, there's a pin there to go in, and we're going to screw in a screw out, which is the AM1. I see something that will help us with the window screen washer wipers. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a L, an M, and an R there, and we're going to be needing that because we've got 3 of them which are coded L, R, and so on, which we put right there, that little thing, which is the antenna, and an AG2 will go in that on the other side, of course. And we're screwing into plastic, so careful. There we go. As you can see, it's in. Now, AG2s I need, so we're going to get them close. Let's see what we have. That's the right one, that's the middle one, and that's the left one. Right there, you can see it, it's in there. That finishes off stage 89, and we're going to 90. And we're putting this aside, and we're getting this one in. And I think it fits in here, well, like a glove. It's in there already. And that's a boot opener. I'll show you that in a moment. It's in there neatly, and we're going to put AG2s in there to connect those. And they're going in from underneath. So we've got 2 AG2s in there, those silver ones. A lot of little things are coming loose. We can put everything back. That we put back. And I'll show you what that boot opener does. As you can see there, you put it under and you can lift it up. At the moment we can do that, but later on we'll be using that to open it up and finish it off. That was stage 90, and that was this pack done. So the only hassle that we had this time was putting that back view mirror that is in there. As you can see right there, these are our stuff, and in the back you see the other things. We've got pack 12 in here as well, so I will be doing that quite soon, but I've got to finish this up a bit and cool down the cameras, get a drink, and I'll be back, and you'll see that as the next video, pack number 12, which is the last one, of course. So I want to say thank you for joining me. Thank you very much for staying all the way to the end. And please have a look at my channel. You're on it. There are some others. There's some other really nice stuff that it's out there, and some stuff coming out very soon as well, which I will thoroughly enjoy, just like all these other builds. It's just I love it. But thank you very much for joining me again. Please like, subscribe, and pass it on. And I do hope to see you next time on any of my other builds. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.